Okay, back for some more vintage cube draft. So what do we have here today? Good cards here, I'd say, are what? Coercive Portal, Emrakul, Bribery, maybe Ponder or Chain Lightning, depending on what you're looking for. Although I think the topper is going to be more powerful. Emrakul certainly can't fit in every deck. It takes a specific deck. Coercive Portal is good in basically any deck, though. Maybe not like mono red. And then Bribery is just super powerful, but does have a color associated with it. I think we can take Bribery, though. Probably would have taken Portal if Bribery wasn't there. So, what do we got here? Council's Judgment is excellent. Removal. Hallowed Fountain is a good fetchable land. I like Revoker as always. Time Spiral's cool. Counterspell is good. Maybe I just take Counterspell. It's classic. Leaves me open. Yeah, okay. So let's see. Here we have... Treasure Cruise, always reasonable. Banishing Light's pretty good. Sower I'm not a huge fan of. There are creatureless decks, which does make Bribery less good too. But it also just dies really easily. Maybe Cruise is just the right non-committal pick here. That's probably true. Maybe we can just cut blue out. Okay, so here we have like Steam Vents, which is a good fetchable land. Phantasmal Image is powerful. Hydrocrisis is pretty powerful. Guessing given needs combos, obviously, to be really good. Just values gifting isn't that exciting. Worm Coil's pretty good. I think we can just take Steam Vents here, though. I don't know exactly where we're going to end up. This even works with, like, High Tide, if you end up going that direction. Okay. So our only blue card is Jace. I do like Jace. Path is reasonable. Maybe if I take in the Hallowed Fountain, I'd be more excited about that. I guess I could theoretically consider Tendrils here, but it's not really looking like a Tendrils deck. These aren't really Storm cards, the first two. We could just take Jace. Jace is totally fine value. I think it's Jace or Path, and I'm not sure that I want to commit just yet, so I think we can take Jace here. Okay, so we have Spire Bluff, but Spire Bluff is obviously less important since we have Steam Vents already. Mortars is a totally fine spell. Abbot of Carol Keep, if you want to be like a tempo-y type deck, can definitely be good too. I don't think I need the land, so I think it's going to be one of the red cards here. And I guess I'll just take Mortars. I don't really want Show and Tell. I'm not sure that I want any of the red cards either. Like, if I take in the Abbot, I might be more interested in Swift Spear, but this isn't really looking like the tempo-y deck either. I guess Mortars is kind of in that direction, and Cruise, I guess, can be, but we could also just take something like Day of Judgment and try to lean into potentially a more control-y build. I think maybe that's what I want to do. The red cards here are just kind of underwhelming. So we could take Past in Flames. Potentially interesting. Plateau's not bad since it's fetchable. Shrine of Burning Rage, if you ended up, reasonably red and red-blue, would be okay, but I don't know that I'm going to be. So I guess we'll just take Past in Flames. So, like, Chain Lightning comes back, which does actually fit into like a spells type deck. So the obvious choice here I think would be Pyroclasm, but it actually makes me wonder if maybe Vortex makes sense? Nah, if I'd taken like the Swift Spear and the Abbot and stuff, yes, but I think just Pyroclasm here is fine. Firebolt versus Wear Tear? Probably Firebolt. And then Banefire versus Glorybringer. Glorybringer actually can definitely do some work. It's going to be Eidolon, so it looks like red is open. We could Abbot anyway. It's possible that I actually just end up mono red and wish that I had the Sulfuric Vortex. Because let's see, these were all early picks. Yeah, I might end up heading that direction, just because the red does seem so open. Tarn would be fine. I mean, it's definitely better than Foothills, and I don't really want to take one of these, and there's no blue card really to speak of. Signet would be interesting if you were going like this direction, but after I've wheeled all these red cards, I don't think I am. So I think we'll just take Tarn. So we could lean in hard, although the fact that Abbot and Swift Spear table means I can probably table Steamkin. I'm going to imagine. This means that I could potentially be free to take like Gearhulk. Right now Gearhulk is flashing back. Actually, I guess none of these. These are all sorceries. Okay, Gearhulk's actually not that good in this deck. So maybe we just take Steamkin now. We could also take like Strip Mine. If I do end up essentially mono red, then playing the colorless land isn't as big a deal. I think we can just take Steamkin though. The fact that we missed Vortex and what's its name? Shrine of Burning Rage is a little bit of a shame. So what are we interested in here? Ancient Grudge, always reasonable in this cube. I don't know that I'm going to want the double blue one disallow if I end up blue at all. This isn't an Academy deck. I don't think I can fit Channel into this, even though Channel is quite good. I guess we can just take the Grudge. So if you wanted to get really down and dirty, Jackal Pup does some work. I bet I can table Jackal Pup though. So then what is good here? Maybe Time Warp, actually, wouldn't be terrible. Like, if you're in a... I don't really have that many creatures. I think this is probably the best option. I don't know that I end up playing it, but playing this as, like, get an extra attack step isn't the worst thing ever. Confluence is pretty decent, so we can take that. What do I think about Electromancer? Mizu Mortars, Pyroclasm, Past in Flames, Confluence, Bribery, Cruise, Time Warp. Like, it's okay. P is fine too, but maybe the Electromancer wants to get in here. I think Koth could be quite good here. Piankir and Nalar I'd also be happy with, but I think Koth is what I want. This is probably Manic Vandal. Right now I have no artifacts. I think it's better than just a burn spell. So, Bonfire... Like, I'd rather have Helix, but the odds of me wanting to play white at this point seem quite small. So I guess we'll just take Bonfire. So I'm going to say this deck probably doesn't play Counterspell, just because it's too expensive early on with the double blue. Jace is somewhat questionable. When we get up here, though, it starts becoming more possible. I guess I don't really want to play any of this. So the closest we get is, like, Soulfire, since Soulfire does work with Time Warp. Some type of green to allow the flashback on Ancient Grudge would be cool. And since we have Tarn, it's totally possible that we could get something like that. Yeah, this deck would have been good with Vortex and Shrine of Burning Rage. I guess. The odds of me being able to play an Emrakul is so low. Let's see, because I have mostly creature sorceries. I don't even have that many instants. We have some planeswalkers. In fact, I think I have no instants in here right now. I guess I could see a world where balance might be useful. Rashad Import actually could be. I guess Mutavault could be too for a different reason. Nah, I think we can take Port. I don't think we're actually beating down that hard. I guess White was open too. Okay, let's see if we can shore up some of the problems in this deck. What do we think about Thing in the Ice? Thing in the Ice might actually be pretty decent here. Strand fetches Vince, which is fine. I guess Delta does too. But I'd rather have Strand in case I do, in fact, want some of this white. But I think Thing in the Ice is the way to go here. Interesting. So we have, like, Foth, which is always decent. We also have Light Up the Stage. A red way to dig a little bit, which might actually be more interesting. And then we also have Goblin Dark Dwellers. I'm not going to take Click here, because I'm not even sure that I want to be playing the double blues here. So I think this is between Foth and Light Up the Stage. I guess I'm more likely to table Light Up the Stage, since I tabled a bunch of red stuff anyway, so maybe we can just take the Foth. Siege Gang isn't bad. Chandra's not bad. In fact, we probably just want Chandra, right? I think Chandra is better than Siege Gang here. It's pretty versatile. Yeah, okay. Talked myself into it. Let's cut Jace. So Spellseeker right now gets a lot of stuff. Chain Lightning Firebolt, Mortar's Pyroclasm. Actually, not that much stuff. Less stuff than I thought. Titan's a possibility, but Flame Slash is just reasonable and raises my instant sorcery count for, like, Thing in the Ice. I think we probably still want Spellseeker. I don't think this is a Ritual deck. It could be a Rabblemaster deck. Probe is fine, but I don't think it's necessarily what I want. Jite is, I guess, a little interesting, but not super. I don't have that many creatures. Okay, we can take Rabblemaster. So we're at 23 right now. I'm trying to decide how many lands this wants to play. Like, this slot's lower, obviously. This stuff, though, and there's a decent number of 4s and 5s here. So Direfleet Daredevil I really like, and it might be the right pick here. Splinter Twin, though, do I have anything cool to twin right now? Because I can always speculate for the future, too. Not really. Like, Glorybringer's fine to twin. I guess Rabblemaster's okay to twin. I think we just take Daredevil, though. Watch, now we're going to get Conscripts, I guess, would be the thing to go with that. See, I'm not sure that I'm playing these doubles here. So either Kavu or Bolt would be fine, but since Bolt works with, like, Thing in the Ice or Spellseeker, I'll just take Bolt. Bomat Courier is not bad. Okay. So maybe we just take out this more expensive double blue stuff. Does Recruiter do anything? Recruiter gets, like, Eidolon, Steamkin, Daredevil, Abbott, Spellseeker, Vandal. Yeah, okay. It gets some stuff. I don't know that I want to main deck it, but cool. Light up the stage. I think it's going to be better than Dark Dwellers. Not necessarily. They're both good, but I think I'll take the cheaper card. Siege Gang's good. Okay, so let's take a look and see if all this blue stuff is keeping its, or holding up its end of the deal. Ooh, Lumbering Falls actually would let me flashback Grudge. It's a little bit sketchy, but... So Spellseeker ended up being pretty decent now that I can get, like, Bolt and stuff off it too, so I think that's fine. Thing in the Ice gives me another way to win. Factor Fiction's good card advantage. Treasure Cruise is good card advantage. I think all these are fine for blue. They're all single blue. I don't think I need both of the 5 creatures. I also don't know that I need to start Manic Vandal, so we can probably cut Manic. Anything down here that's a little bit sketchy? Not a huge fan of Bonfire. Like, it's okay. Maybe I don't start Pyroclasm, since it does kill a lot of my stuff, since I did end up being more aggressive. So we can do that. We could probably actually run 16 here, right? Abbott off curve lets you get an extra land. Light up the stage lets you get an extra land. So 16 might be okay. Or I could cut one of the 5-drop creatures, even though they're both pretty good. Meh, I think I can run out like this. I think 16's okay. I have a lot of 2s as well. I have a lot of 4s though. The fact that I have 2 ways to fish up lands at 3 or less, though, makes me think it's alright. So then we'll play these. I might actually want to play 17 plus Port. Maybe. Let's see how this works out. 11-3. So I have 2 free sources. So this is quite skewed. 13-5. I think probably something more like this. So it's like 11-7. Sounds pretty good. And then the question is like Port better than something else that I have in here? I guess I can side it. Other things to side. There's some decks where I might be interested in like going bigger, where like Bribery becomes good specifically. Manic Vandal is heavily sideable, as is Grudge and Pyroclasm. I guess I didn't consider Recruiter all the way. Like, I don't have a ton of like utility. It does get like Siege Gang though, doesn't it? I might actually want the Recruiter. It does get a lot of stuff. This deck definitely plays first. This hand is fine. You're late, Swift Spear. So let's play this Eidolon. Obviously, Swift Spear and Firebolt and light up the stage. Okay, it doesn't matter. they used their removal on it, which is fine with me. Let's just play Swift Spear and attack. And then we can play Light Up the Stage for its spectacle cost. Let's see what we get. Dire Fleet and Chandra. Okay. Let's just hide that I have that for the time being. And say go. So next turn I probably just want to cast Chandra, no Dire Fleet. Everflowing for 1 into Signet. Okay. Can't cast Glorybringer. So I don't feel like I've been able to punish them enough necessarily. Oh. Weird. Okay. So I saw 3 artifacts, so I'm probably good to bring in Manic Vandal at the very least. Maybe not Grudge. I do already have Confluence as well, so maybe that's okay, and then we can take out... Bonfire does let me clean up, like, Thopters from Hanger back. I could take out... Maybe Past in Flames is too much. Okay. This hand is fine. Might even be good. I'm not just going to fire off Chain Lightning. Monolith. Okay. So let's just play Electromancer, I guess. This deck would have liked Young Pyromancer. Wormcoil. Okay. What do we do about Wormcoil? So these together can kill it. Let's go ahead and attack. Okay, I like that just fine. Then we cast this, target you. It splits, and then we Chain Lightning the Lifelinker. Okay. I mean, I spent 3 cards to deal with 2/3 of their card, which isn't amazing for sure. Okay, this is not a safe place to cast... Oh, why did I play the land? I should have been playing Abbot. Oh, watch. I'm not going to get value off Abbott now. Okay. I did, in fact, get it. Thing in the ice is pretty good here. So now I just kind of have to weather the storm. I guess they could sack 2 Thopters to kill it, but that's kind of okay, I guess. Oh, well, now they don't have that option. They must have something good coming. What is it? That's very odd to me. Everflowing kicked once into nothing? Huh. What are we drawing? So I might actually need to cast Koth. If I draw a mountain, then I could cast Koth, attack with the mountain, and then play Light Up the Stage. It's a possibility. Let's see, they're hitting me for 5 a turn. I really need to flip this. Plus, they're going to have Fumarole. Fumarole's a problem. Is this click? Dang it. Click's really bad for me here. So I could factor fiction in response. Nah, we can see what they take. I honestly don't know if they take factor fiction or Koth. Probably Koth. This significantly shortens the clock, though, which is a concern. They did take factor fiction. Huh. Okay. So we'll play Koth. I mean, I know you can't have Force of Will. You could have Daze. But if you had Daze, you probably would have fired the Daze off. I guess I should have played the Mountain first. I was wanting to avoid any potential ability to animate the wrong land. But it's not worth actually opening myself up to something like Daze. Okay. Go ahead and animate that. We'll attack here. And then play the mountain, play Light Up the Stage for Spectacle. And find Glorybringer Mountain. Okay. Okay. It's kinda something. The problem, though, is I'm going to have to block with Thing in the Ice, aren't I? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's exact. Okay. This Thing in the Ice was like my my only real shot at winning, I think. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exact. So I guess we have to block here. They Flip power toughness. I lose Thing in the Ice. And we're in a lot of trouble. So, I mean, I'm dead in the air. So I would have to, like, play Glorybringer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I can generate another 4. I guess I'm not dead. Okay. So we cast Glorybringer. We'll go ahead and minus for mana. Play Rabblemaster. And Courier. Then we go to combat. Yep. Attack, exert, and the other two hang back. You kill Click. Okay. Ooh, they have a lot of mana. And they have something to spend it on, apparently. Ugh. Okay, that just puts me dead, right? They kill those and I'm just dead, yeah. I thought we might be okay there. Well, I thought we might have lived a turn there, that's for sure. Pyroclasm's looking pretty decent. Grudge isn't looking bad. Putting Grudge. Or we could just put in Recruiter. Since Recruiter lets me get Vandal, which is similar. Swap an island with the Lumbering Falls. And then take out... and what do we take out? Maybe Fact or Fiction. And... maybe Eidolon? I'm trying to think like what their curve looks like. I think mine is lower than theirs, so maybe that makes sense. Definitely play first. This hand is just fine. So I guess we'll just play Electromancer from the Tarn. Yeah, probably. I don't really want to draw too many more lands, so I think the thinning is worth it. We don't need to shock, though, so we can just do that. I guess I should attack first. No reason not to. Play Electromancer, say go. Monolith, okay. Grudge or something would be really cool. No such luck. So let's play Abbot. Abbot flips Mountains. We can play that and attack. Okay, so I think we just want to cast Chandra here. Get my prowess triggers. Oh, they have scooped. Okay, both of the concessions seemed premature. Oh wait, I think there was something I wanted to edit. No, I guess not. Oh, I guess I was thinking about recruiter. But recruiter would come in for what? Maybe bonfire. Maybe recruiter is better than bonfire. Nah, probably not. Bonfire is a nice way to have a wide burn in the main deck. This hand is not keepable. This hand is not keepable. This hand is shit, but we're not going lower, that's for sure. Okay, top steam vents is okay. Into Eidolon might actually get somewhere. You never know. Ooh, is this... Yeah, Eidolon might be good against them. I guess I could just kill that. In fact, let's just kill that. We can play Eidolon next turn. And it's possible that this messes them up quite a bit. Well, they don't have anything to do. So let's just play Eidolon, say go. Leak. Impulse, okay. They're looking for a daze. Now they're probably just trying to get in before the Eidolon hits. That makes sense. Oh, daze doesn't do it anyway. I played my land first, like I should. Okay. Go ahead. So I can play Koth next turn and start beating down, which could be fine. Koth does also tick down for 3 mana, so he only costs 1. So theoretically I could like tick him down, light up the stage, and maybe play something off light up the stage, but I think just plus is better. His emblem is overwhelming for sure. Okay, e-witness. What are you e-witnessing? Strand? Okay. So now we'll just play our Koth. Koth plus on one of these basics. And attack. I don't think I need to trade the Eidolon for the witness. Ooh, something big. Garrick, maybe? Drifter, okay. Drifter's good. Maybe now I will attack with the Eidolon. Oh, they're attacking Koth. Okay. Surprises me a little bit. So let's see. If I down tick Koth now, he dies. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have done this, but now I can't. So let's see. Koth generates mana for me too, but not in a way that's super useful. Like from the plus. Because I don't really want to cast anything pre-combat. I guess I could Mizium Mortars pre-combat. Yeah, okay. So let's tap this for mana, tap this for mana, Mortars the Drifter. Then we untap this. Now Koth is out of range. I attack for 6. And then I can light up the stage. I guess I didn't have to have played the land first. Okay. Oh, I hadn't played the land first. Well, then I probably just cast the... I thought I played something this turn. I guess I couldn't have because Koth, huh? So I flip something off Abbott that I just lose. I don't care about that. So I'm hitting you for 8 next turn. If you don't, or swinging for 8, they can keep the witness back. Your little spells hurt. Well, you're not casting little spells. 6 mana for Carnage Tyrant. Okay. Okay. That is a concern. So... I attack with... Let's say I attack with everything, including a Koth thing. I get 2 damage through, and that's it. So he's at 5. Then I can Firebolt. Let's see. I can Firebolt this turn, right? Yeah, flashback. So I can cast Chain Lightning and Firebolt. So that's 5. Okay, so that actually does it. So we do this. We cast Chain Lightning at your face. Yes, that gets the most damage through. We have Koth untap. And then we Firebolt, which gets through more damage if I target the E-Witness. Oh, shit. The mountain is, I can't use the mountain. Okay, so let's just go to combat then, I guess, and attack. They can't kill me on the snapback. Yeah, I can't use the mountain if I want to attack with the mountain. Okay, so we'll just factor Fiction to keep the Abbot alive. Past in Flames looks alright here. Okay, so this eats my mountain, this eats the e-witness, you take 2. Go ahead. So all my creatures are lethal. I have a lethal flashback spell in the yard. Okay, you attack me. And cast something big. Nissa. Nissa untap, cast something else. That doesn't really matter if that's what you do. And making a land doesn't really matter either. Like, if they're just going to untap, they're going to die this turn, presumably. So, you just, like, spend 1 mana to get Nissa on the field. Because, I mean, you have to be able to stop the Firebolt and 3 lethal creatures. And you can't cast anything cheap. Why did they not cast the Nissa first? That actually seems like it would have been way better, because then I would have gotten hit by the 4/4 as well. I would have been at 1, and I couldn't have cast cheap stuff myself. That actually would have stopped my Firebolt. Okay, so they are... looks like just a green ramp deck. I didn't see any artifacts. I only saw 1 elf, so I'm not sure that Pyroclasm was worth it, but I guess they could have just not been casting them because of the Eidolon. Bribery might be good against them. Yeah, Bribery's probably good against them. And we can take out, like, Bonfire, maybe. Dire Fleet maybe is not great. Actually, yeah. They showed me no instants or sorceries. Do we need any more islands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can probably cast double blue on 5 with 7 blue sources. Since I also have Factor, Fiction, Chandra... oh, wait, no, Chandra can't play lands. Yeah. So Factor, Fiction, Abbott light up the stage. Technically Cruise. Yeah, 11 red sources seems fine. I don't think I want to go to 10. The red's so important. Gosh, my opponent is taking a long time in sideboarding. Okay. I assume they play first. They do. I can keep this, actually, because this can be a turn 3 Confluence, which could clear out Mana Dorks. They've mold. Yeah, okay. I'll keep. Okay. So I don't need to fire off just a random. Still nothing? So let's go ahead and attack. And I don't think I want to proactively fire this stuff off. Ooh, white. I don't think I saw any white last time. 4 mana for Oracle. Okay, they get to play some lands. Bonfire. So I can bonfire for 2. Yeah, okay. 3, actually. Because of Electromancer. So, yes. Oh, from here. This is always so weird. X is 3, and that is what I want. So it deals 3 to you, kills Oracle, and I don't have to use my Firebolt. I know you're drawing a land as well. Something big. It is Baneslayer. Okay, I can actually deal with Baneslayer. This is kind of funny. So I could like Mortars and then Confluence to deal 1 more. Get 4 at their face. Or I could just Firebolt Mortars. Let's Firebolt Mortars. Okay, and attack. Okay, Strand goes and fetches. I assume we've seen all your colors now. Maybe they need double blue for something? Maybe that's what's in their hand? I don't think they showed me double blue last game. They showed me Muldrifter. I can't think of another blue card. Did they not have anything to fetch? Seems to be taking a while. So I also had assumed that they were blue-green, but the presence of Baneslayer and 2 planes versus... Did they actually play basic islands last game? I think so. But maybe they're actually a Selesnya deck splashing blue for Muldrifter. Maybe opposition. Well, okay. They failed to find. So they actually didn't have anything to go get. That's good to know. That actually means that they have no basic islands, I guess. I guess they could be in hand. This seems to have put them in a state of confusion. So I had them at virtual 4 because of Fiery Confluence. If I get to hit them again unimpeded, then they're at 2, and then Firebolt Flashback kills them. It's kind of a lot of if. Okay, what you got? Primal command, gain 7, search a creature. Okay. Gain 7 definitely has them back in this game. What's the creature? Tristani Discordant. Okay. That'll help for sure. So let's get Rabble Master down here and attack. Oh right, this actually makes my Electromancer have to attack. That's funny. I don't want to fire off Confluence, so yeah, let's just pass. They cast Tristani. Okay, so now I need to find a good way to deal with Tristani. That really helps. That's amazing. Okay. Never didn't have it. Then we Confluence for 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each opponent. And then make a new goblin. And attack with all my stuff. This also gets to count the Electromancer. Just nice synergy, I guess. Say go. So I think you'll have a hard time clawing back, yeah. Okay, in the finals with kind of mono red, but not exactly like the super normal mono red. Since I don't have the Vortex or the burning Shrine of Burning Rage. Or even just a lot of like the small aggressive creatures, right? I mean, I have Swift Spear and like Abbot, Steamkin, but I'm not running things like Jackal Pup or gosh, what else is even in here? Kithkin dude. What's Kithkin dude's name? Figure of Destiny. There we go. It's a little bit more spell heavy. Pyromancer would have been great. Young Pyromancer specifically would have been great in this deck. I guess this is fine. Doesn't do a ton, but I can stall for a bit if I need to. It has an appropriate mix of lands. Steamkin, perfect. That is the type of thing that I was hoping for. Okay, Power Stone. Some of my destroy an artifact stuff would be good. I don't have any available to me though. So let's play Eidolon. I guess I could just bolt their face at this point. Oh, yeah, I should do that right now, I guess. Before Eidolon can hit me. So I could play like Siege Gang next turn if I want to take counters off. the steamkin. So I have to play one more. Yeah. So I could, like, mortars. Actually, I guess I can't mortars without a target. Okay, Chandra says minus. No, Chandra says plus for mana. Okay. Solemn. Okay, so I can kill the Solemn, I guess. Attack. Kill Chandra. My own Chandra. Okay. That's interesting. So let's go ahead then. I don't need the mortars. I could just attack right now. Attack Chandra. Nah, I'd rather have it die. So I could, like, Chandra minus kill this. But then I don't have enough to play Siege Gang. So yeah, we'll actually just mortars this. So we go here. We cast mortars. It is a shame that both have to go at Chandra. I mean, I guess I could just ignore Chandra if I want. 4, 5, 6? Actually, yeah, maybe I'm okay with that. Let's go to your face. And then we can remove these counters and play Siege Gang. That makes me pretty dangerous. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2 to sack? Yeah. So, I mean, you have to do something now. Plus, I have an extra 2 in my pocket from Chandra. Okay, Chandra kills Siege Gang. And what do you cast? Three mana gets hit by Eidolon, which I wouldn't mind. Welder. I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. Because I'm not sure that that helps them. Winter Orb. Okay. But, yeah. You're just hurting yourself so badly. Yeah, it keeps me from casting my Chandra, but... Okay, so I think we want Vandal and Grudge. We swap in the Lumbering Falls. We take out... The creatures looked a little bit underwhelming. So maybe like Bonfire doesn't need to be here, and maybe maybe Mortars actually. I mean, it was fine here, but yeah, okay. So I got all my artifact destruction in. Yeah, this is fine. Turn 1 Courier, turn 2 Steamkin, probably? Steamkin or Eidolon? A swamp. I didn't see any black last game, right? Winter Orb. Okay. Does make me wonder whether that's going to hurt them or me more. I mean, I have a pretty low curve. I think I'm just going to play Steamkin. Eidolon does have the potential to, like, lock them out more, but if I have my Steamkin down before the, like, earlier, I know I can't cast anything next turn unless I draw a land. Of course, if I draw a land, then I'm just in business, right? And them being locked out of mana does mean that... Oh. That's what's going on, huh? Okay. Okay. Land would be awesome. Thank you. So let's go and get my... Steam Vents and shock it for the Eidolon. Okay. So, now cheap stuff is going to hurt them, but they do have Power Stone and Workshop. So that might be enough to work around whatever they're being held back by. Okay. I don't think I need to actually cast anything, because I think I'd rather just have the Manic Vandal. Grudge, huh? So I think we'll just play Manic Vandal. Destroy Power Stone? Destroy Orb. Probably actually Orb. On this board state, the fact that they'll have all their lands next turn. So this takes them off 2, but it gives me 3, which I think makes it worth it. They're at 1. They can't cast cheap shit. Has conceded. Whew! That is my first trophy for the season. I dropped 1 game, and it was a fair game. It was a productive, or interactive game. Everything was fine in it. But yeah, I actually kind of liked this version of Red. I don't really like the, like, super beatdown style of Red, but, like, mixing a few Spells Matters stuff in was actually kind of fun. I enjoyed it. I never really got to use any of it, but the fact that it was there was cool. I guess Electromancer pulled its weight. Didn't get to flip Thing in the Ice. Never actually played Spellseeker. I guess I did play Fact, but not Cruise. And then I always like Koth. Koth does his job for sure. So yeah, that was a pretty fun version and got me my trophy. Hopefully it was fun to watch. Definitely be doing some more of these before Vintage Cube goes away. Thanks for watching this one.